So, big clean up today. Frankie Jack's going to help me. Is that going to be a help or is it going to be a hindrance? Don't shock anything. So it's a mess everywhere. It's the kind of, well, it gets worse and worse until it gets better and better. That's how I've always cleaned up. I don't know whether you're the same. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We'd love to have you on board. Please press that subscribe button. It means the world, more than you can ever imagine. Just hit that button, please, please, please. So, are you ready? Because this is frightful. But there is a telltale. See, we're even still sorting his bedroom out still. We've got Easter eggs which we're about to take downstairs and different bits that we're about to sell and give away to charity and give away to people that we think would want them as well. So let me turn you around. So this is the disgrace of my really gorgeous dressing room that Gary did for me roughly around about 14 years ago. It's absolutely disgusting. And I'll tell you why. Because this is a big system here and it's all held up by these poles, okay? And a few weeks ago, those poles... There's my little can of cream soda. That's my little treat. These poles, one of them broke. And so everything was wonky. So everything had to be taken out. You can see I've got no drawers there. And we had to take all the clothes off here and put them onto a different rail. So I've only put some of them back. All my perfumes that were here went here. So it was almost like moving. And so this is the disgrace. We've got hoodies because this had to be sorted out again because it dropped again. So all the hoodies that were there have been moved, bags have been taken down. I have been living like this, which is absolute, complete and utter hell. That side wasn't touched, so all in line there. But this is the madness of what I've now got to sort out, and I'm dreading it. I'm absolutely dreading it. You know when you keep putting it off because you just don't want to start it? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But here we go. I'm going to start it now. And I'm going to try and put you kind of in the corner so I can get in and out on my bits. But I'm also going to start... Boring. It is boring. But what I'm also going to do is do a lot of throwing away, charity and stuff like that. A lot of creams and things like that that I haven't used for a while can be chucked because, you know, stuff goes out of date, etc. I've already got a big bag because I've sorted out the bathroom cupboards today as well. So I've been doing some really... sort of what I call my big jobs. All the bathroom cupboards have been sorted. Frankie Jack's room has been sorted. I'm now sorting this. Gary's sorted his playroom to a certain extent. So, right, are you ready? I'm going to have to forward wind a lot of this or whatever it's called, hyperlapse or whatever it's called, because this is going to take me quite a few hours. Here we go. I'll try and explain as I'm going along. If I don't, then what I'll do is hyperlapse it and I'll explain as I'm going through there. But I'm about to start going through. I've also bought some new drawers to go underneath. So that'll stash all my things like body creams and things like that. Oh, I'm dreading it. I'm absolutely dreading it. So I always start from the top to the bottom. So first of all, I'm going to sort all my handbags that are up. Frankie Jack wants to show you his ball. I'm going to start with all my handbags up at the top. And what I'm going to do is put all my winter handbags to the back and bring my summer handbags to the front. Therefore, I can get to them easier. I've also got a stool in my room that I use on a regular basis to actually grab hold of those bags when I want them. So,
the handbags are up here.
What I'm doing.
The handbags are up here.
Yes, come on down. They are up there.
I can see that. I can see over the hedge, Mummy.
Can you? Oh, shoot.
What?
It's all for your birthday as well. Need to start that job.
I feel soft. I'm going to get there when I'm scared.
So this is where I change the winter for summer handbags. I just change them from back to front, because if I did need a winter handbag, I don't want to have to go upstairs. You're more likely to use a handbag, a winter one in the summer, etc., etc., than you are your clothes. So I always keep my handbags in one place. That works for me really well.
Mummy, you know what I did? I came up there, Mummy,
Yes.
and I climbed up here.
We'll get down.
No, I'm going down this one round.
So that's most of my bags. I've got my smaller sort of clutch bags to sort out. But you probably see me with a wet cloth. I use a wet cloth rather than polish and a dry cloth, because then it dampens down, whereas if I use a polish, it gets up my nose and all the dust mites get back up my nose. Now I'm going to sort out my clothes on this rail, so I work section by section. I know I probably should strip it all out, but this is the best way that I've found to do it. So I'm now going to bring in summer clothes and take out winter clothes, but most of these have come down anyway, so that's what I'm going to do now. This is the big job of changing over summer for winter. So some of my summer clothes were actually in the back room, where obviously when the rail split, because I did have some of them down. So now I'm just taking down what I don't want, folding them up and putting them into those big plastic boxes. And that's how I store them up in the loft. That's the easiest way I've found for me. So here we are, going through everything and deciding what I'm going to chuck and what I'm going to give to. Normally I have a lot more room to be able to do this, because not all this is here. So what I'm doing is there's a big box in my room, and I'm taking my winter clothes down, putting some into a plastic bag to take to charity, and then I'm putting some into, you know, the big jumbo boxes that you can get, the plastic boxes that you can get from the supermarket, things like that. No, not up there.
Why shall I not move it?
Because you're gonna get to Mummy. You want to see in here? Come here then. So I'm putting it all into the Tupperware, not Tupperware box, but you know, the big boxes that will then go up into the loft. So that's why we're all in our scruffs today as well. So each bit needs to be done bit by bit. So it's a huge job, but because I don't have this area at the moment, because I should really just chuck all this out, shouldn't I, onto the landing. I don't know whether I'm doing this the hard way or the easy way, but this is what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
My lovely fur collars that go away. Normally they go away in the... Ow!
Oh, I'm eating it.
If they hang too low and it hits my shelf below, then I'll hang them in the longer section, and those are going to go in the longer section. Oh, you're now going to see what a big fan I am of perfumes. I've worked with perfumes for years, and many of you will know the absolutely amazing Peter Sherlock, and he's taught me so much about perfumes, so I'm quite a perfume snob now, as I love all of them. I love my little collection of loveliness, as he calls it, and I've got body lotions and things like that that go with each one. Try and keep them as far away from the window as possible. If you keep them in their boxes as well, they're more likely to stay fresher for longer. That was the one he actually made for me, Viva la Diva. Believe it or not, this is now the second day. My back was killing me from the first day, from going through all that, because of course dealing with Frankie Jack and this, that and the other. You know, with kids it always takes you a lot longer to do things. So now I'm just sorting through all my makeup, what needs to be whizzed, on what I can keep hold of, you know, stuff that's gone out of date, etc. Cleaning my mirror, I love that, because you've got the bright lights that go around it, that therefore when you're doing a really good makeup you can see exactly what you're doing. I also needed to go through all my creams, so I've chucked an awful lot of product out. Unfortunately, things do go out of date, and your 12 months is up on your shelf life, and it can gather bacteria. So do be careful with that. Things like mascara should only be keeping really for 3 months. Eyeliners don't last forever. Body creams, eye creams, things like that. And I'm generally one of these that think, oh, I'll save it for best. Then I never end up using it. I chuck it, and I kick myself every single time I do that. So this is sorting out my creams, my body creams. I always like to have them by the side of me because obviously when you take your makeup off at night, you want to be able to get to them easier. Now you can see that double drawer that I'm working on in the corner that's near the pink chair. That's actually brand spanking new that I've got from IKEA. I think they're on for £35 or something like that. I think it's called the Marley set or the Mally set. And actually if you sign up to IKEA, you can have an extra £5 off. So I got one for me for my bedroom to have this the side of me, and I've actually bought another one to go in Frankie Jack's new bedroom as his bedside cabinet, and it's absolutely brilliant. It could pack so much stuff in, and some of the bottles I could actually stand up, so just brilliant for me, for what I'm using it for at the side of me when I'm putting my creams on, etc. I have to go through them all, just like I've just said. You've got to be very careful of bacteria, etc. I can't believe he was doing all this while I was on, because I'm so enthralled in what I'm doing, which is naughty really, because I should be paying attention to what he's doing. But he's up and down these ladders, up and down, up and down. He absolutely loves it. But of course, it is a little bit boring for him, for me to be doing all this. So for him to be able to get on with something, and energetic, using his energy, which is obviously the best thing for him, isn't it? It always makes me giggle when I watch them back, because I watch what he has been doing, and what he shouldn't be doing. Now he's on this now, and he should not be playing with that blind behind me. He is so naughty. He's a right little cheeky monkey, isn't it? And because he's been looking out the window then, if you just saw us, he actually found a ball that he'd been playing with one of his best mates, William, and it had gone into the above in the conifers, and he found it, and he's going, "Mummy, Mummy, I found my ball, I found my ball." So yeah, we were having a look at that as well. So here we go, emptying all out. Oh my gosh, the carrier bags, the bin man is gonna have a field day in our house on Wednesday, because we're chucking that much stuff out. But I feel so much better for doing all of this. Oh, nearly getting there. Sorting out the windowsill as well, bringing my decorations back in that I used to have on there. Also sorting through all my earrings, making sure I've got backs on them all, making sure that I've got both colours. I collect a lot of these tassel earrings that they always say look like curtains tie backs, but I absolutely love them. Just wanted to make sure that every single one, with being on the road all the time, I often lose a lot of things. Well, I don't lose too much actually, but I lose, you know, when you lose that important earring, don't you? Because it's in the bottom of another handbag that you can't find and that you've tucked away. So I just wanted to make sure, because if I don't have the pair of earrings, then I will whiz them as well. So here we go. Here's the big bag. So I've filled probably 4 or 5 big bags full of rubbish. Now, I'm going to be a bit of a tease for this one, because I'm not going to show you the finished look till tomorrow. Yes, please sign. Please sign. Please subscribe to us. It's lovely for you to follow our family. We'd love to have you on board. But yes, I'm the biggest teaser on the planet. I'm going to see you tomorrow with a finished look.